Hello, it's Eric here, and then I'm standing in the water of my favorite beach, and then it's been absolutely pouring for the last couple of days, and but it's good, because we've been waiting for this kind of downpour for many hot days now. So the rain is really a welcome relief, yeah. And so today we're going to talk about another kind of a dirty financial trick, and but not so much a dirty financial trick, but a limitation to a dirty financial trick, yeah. And then so this limitation is called the limit to arbitrage. And then so let's take the example of a meme stock, yeah. So a meme stock basically is a stock that is actually not doing good business. Yeah, so many people are shorting this stock, yeah, because it's not doing good business, and so there are lots and lots of short sellers on this meme stock, and then what happens is the meme stock players, yeah, they immediately see kind of a opportunity to make money, yeah. Why? Because well, if there are so many people who are shorting this stock, that means if suddenly the meme stock players are bidding up this stock price, then what happens is the short sellers are going to get squeezed, yeah. So there will be all kinds of squeezes like delta squeeze and gamma squeeze and things like that, yeah. And then so when the short sellers are getting squeezed, the stock price will go up even more, yeah. So therefore, the meme stock players can sort of achieve two purposes, yeah. It's like killing two birds with one stone, yeah. They can at the same time punish the short sellers, and then at the same time, because of this short squeeze, the stock price will go up. So therefore, the meme stock players can also make money as well, yeah. So from now on, I'm gonna call these meme stock players memers, yeah, memers, yeah, just easier to say, yeah. Okay, so then so the short sellers are getting punished because of this short squeeze, so the stock price will go up, and then at the same time, the bond prices for this kind of meme stock typically are very distressed. Yeah, why? Well, because like I said before, the meme stock, the stock prices go up not because of the underlying business is good, but because the short sellers are getting squeezed, yeah. So therefore, if the stock is not doing good business, so therefore the bond price is typically very low, yeah. And then so therefore the bond price is distressed. And then so now there is a kind of a mismatch, a high stock price is mismatched with a low bond price, yeah. So therefore, if you are a arbitrage or opportunity taker, you can immediately see that there is a arbitrage opportunity here, yeah. Because the stock price going up and the bond price going down, they cannot be both true at the same time, yeah. Either this is true or this is true. They cannot both be true at the same time, So something is wrong, yeah. And then so whenever the stock price and the bond price are mismatched, typically there is an arbitrage opportunity, yeah. So either the stock price is too high or the bond price is too low, yeah. And so therefore, in the correct usual situation, the stock price will should go back down a little bit, yeah, and then the bond price will go back up a little bit, yeah. So therefore, this is a perfect arbitrage opportunity. So therefore, if you are an arbitrager, yeah, then what you should do is you should short the meme stock price, yeah, and then go along on the bond, yeah. And then but it's not easy to do, yeah, and then that's why they call it these are the limitations to arbitrage opportunity in this kind of a situation, yeah. So there are two limitations in this case. The first limitation is the bond price, yeah, to take advantage of low bond price. That means you're going to go along on the bond price. That means you want to buy bonds, yeah. You may think that, well, if the bond price is distressed, that means many people are selling the bonds, so then it should be easy for me to go along on the bonds, yeah. But not so, because bonds are usually traded over the counter, yeah, OTC, over the counter. They are not like you cannot just trade bonds conveniently in a stock market, yeah. And then so therefore you can only buy and sell bonds over the counter. And there are lots and lots of clumsy things you have to do if you want to buy bonds over the counter, yeah. Like for example, the price can only be determined at the end of the day, and then because it's OTC, that means you have to find the counterparty to sell you the bond and things like that, yeah. So the process is very, very clumsy, and by the time you get the bond, you buy the bond, then you may not be able to get the price that you really want in the first place, you know. So therefore, this leg, the long leg of the arbitrage is not easy to carry out, yeah. So there's a limitation in the long leg, and there's also a limitation on the short leg, yeah. So therefore, you want to short the stock price, yeah. And then, so how do you short a stock in reality, you know? Well, you know, if you want to short a stock, you have to borrow the stock from some stockbroker, yeah. And then, but the trouble is, you know, if this meme stock is very popular, that means many people are shorting this stock. That means it's not so easy to find a stockbroker who can lend you a large amount of this kind of meme stock, you know. So therefore, you may be able to find a stockbroker to lend you 100 shares or 200 shares, but that is not enough to balance out the long position on the bond price, yeah. And then, so therefore, it's not easy to find a stockbroker who can lend you the shares to short, yeah. And also, you know, if many people are taking advantage of this arbitrage opportunity, many people are shorting this meme stock, then you know, the borrowing cost, yeah, you have to borrow the stocks from the stockbroker in order to short them, yeah. If many people are doing this, that means the borrowing cost is going to be very high, yeah, to borrow these you know, meme stocks from the stockbroker and then sell them, yeah. So the borrowing costs are going to be very high, yeah. So therefore, there are limitations to you know, how much you can short the meme stock, yeah. So there's limitation on the long leg and limitation on the short leg. And so therefore, it's not easy to carry out, you know, this kind of arbitrage opportunity, yeah. And then, yeah, I mean, on paper, you know, in theory, this kind of opportunity exists, arbitrage opportunity exists, but you know, if you do it in reality, it might, you know, it might blow up in your face, yeah. And either you long too much, or you short too little, or you are short too much and long too little, yeah. So therefore, this kind of an arbitrage opportunity may blow up in your face, yeah. And it's not happen when something blows up in your face. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.